Hello, my friends, and you are my friends, and welcome back to XCOM. So I've renamed all of my dudes, and I'm also going to go over just a couple of things before we go out to the next mission. First things first, Squadron Unleashed here. So as it says, pilots and ships are managed separately. So if a ship dies, pilot doesn't die. However, the pilot can die, so they'll have to be bought and retrained. You can send pilots out for additional training. We'll set that up in just a second. You can visit the Air Force HQ to learn about managing combat tactics. So like I said, Squadron Unleashed adds way more customization to your aircrafts. So as you see here, number one, they actually have names. They're not just like Strike 0, Strike 4, yada yada yada. Or I'm sorry, Raven 0, Raven 4, yada yada yada. And as you can also see, they have Ace, 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 Ace.
When selecting a specific jet within the hangar, you can choose to modify its current weapon loadout to best serve our needs.
Yep. So as you can see, right now it's got Avalanche missiles, which are just standard, slow, medium damage weapons. And I can edit that to be Stingrays, which a little bit less damage, a little bit more damage, but less armor penetration. But they're also long range and they're also slow. The main problem, I think, with Stingray and Avalanche here is that there doesn't seem to be a lot of difference in terms of what they actually do. So you kind of want to put Stingray on a good number of things. But you kind of want to put Stingray on like a couple of your starting ships. And then also they have a Vulcan cannon. What this means is when you actually start a UFO battle, you can have your ships go closer to the UFO. And then once it gets close to the UFO, on top of shooting, they will shooting their missiles, they will also start unloading the Vulcan cannon. It's not going to do a lot of damage, but it's still extra little damage that you're going to get. As you can see here, each ship can be equipped with two types of weapons, primary and secondary. Yeah. So I'm going to equip you with a Stingray, and I'm going to equip Airwolf also with a Stingray. And then what I'm going to do is we go to pilot roster. We click on our pilots. We can see that they all have the same class. They are all set as aces. Ace, not exactly going to be the most useful thing early on. So I'm going to choose career path. Exceptional air maneuvering abilities allows them to get better shooting position while avoiding enemy fire. It's pretty good. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. Gunner, these guys, oof, didn't mean to do that. These guys actually are way better at actually shooting the ships. So aces are a little bit more defensive. Gunners are a little bit more offensive. Leaders are weird. So leaders basically make the rest of your squadron good. You kind of want a leader, but you don't want a leader to just be, by himself. He's not going to be fantastic. So Maverick, I'm going to make you a gunner. And then if I hit customize, I can also hit rename, change his name if I want to.
We have eyes on the bandit. Closing on target.
And you can just change whatever audio plays whenever they attack. It's not a lot of changing. Yeah, there's not really a lot of options. So P-Quad, I am also going to turn into a gunner. There we go. Then what I'm also going to do is if you go down here to Air Force HQ, so what this is this is how you set up your combat tactics, and this is how you also set up the ability to train your pilots or your ships. Or, sorry, your pilots. Right now everything is set to level 0. If I increase it, then either the monthly cost is going to go up, or the upgrade cost is going to go up, which is also going to increase the monthly cost a little bit less, but like I have to pay in right then and there. This isn't super useful for the first month. It's something that you do a couple months in. And then here we have our tactics. So there are 3 tactics: balanced, aggressive, and defensive. By default, balanced and aggressive have the ability to start combat close, turned on automatically. I always turn that off because that's usually a gateway to disaster. And then auto back off at percentage HP, so if they're close up, they will get the hell out of there once they hit 30% HP. If they hit 15%, they will try to abort the mission completely. If a hit takes them below either one of these thresholds, they immediately kick in. If a hit takes the plane to 0, regardless of what threshold it was at, if it hasn't hit 30%, if it was at like 31, plane hit 0, it just dies immediately. So what these 3 tactics actually do is they increase and decrease the accuracy and the damage done by the plane, as well as increasing or decreasing how much the ability to dodge of the plane. So like balance is of course balanced, aggressive increases their accuracy but also potentially increases the chance of them taking damage. Defensive significantly decreases the chance of them taking damage but increases their accuracy. It's not super in depth. And then training center, we can add pilots here if they are not currently in the middle of doing stuff. So what this does is, as you can see, after 20 days, every pilot gains 20 experience, and you can increase that. Lastly, let's go to our barracks real quick. So here we have the memorial. Shows exactly how a character died, how many missions they were on, how many kills they were at. You can hire more soldiers, which I'm not going to do that just yet. Usually when I buy soldiers, it's in batches of 8. And we can see all of our soldiers. So every one of these has been named and customized, but they're not the ones we're going to go for right now. We want to go to these guys who have upgrades. So the reason why I did not upgrade them at the end of the mission when it said, hey, you got an upgrade, is because when you do that, they automatically go here.
Provides a crucial service to the squad. With the rocket launcher in tow, there are demolitions experts.
So when you select the upgrade, this character has a has a promotion ready, and they haven't had their first promotion, it will automatically lock in this. Like, you cannot change their. You can't change whatever class is available for them. You get to pick one of these 2 options. What these are, now, even though Bradford said, oh, it's a heavy weapons specialist, these are actually 2 completely different classes. This is a rocketeer. This is a gunner. The gunner is a very important class. The gunner is almost key to the way that I play this game. The rocketeer, not so much. Now, because I have Commander's Choice going, I could click this, which will just automatically give them a random subclass. So he could get engineer, he could get a medic, he could get infantry. That's a little too random for me. Since I have Commander's Choice chosen, if I go down here to where you would normally be swapping between the characters,
just like it sounds, the support class provides that intangible edge our squads need. They make everyone around them better.
It actually picks what 2 classes are available. So this is the support super class.
Our snipers specialize in dealing massive amounts of damage from afar, but without sufficient training, they're vulnerable in close combat situations.
This is the sniper super class.
The assault class serves as our front line. They're the first ones into a fight.
The assault
and
super
the last
class.
ones out.
So, what I want to set make Michael here is, do I want to make him an assault or do I want to make him an infantry? Let's make him an infantry. Boom. Now he's infantry. And I need to fix that real quick because I don't want that to be what give you tech armor. Go back to what you were at. There we go. And you can do this for every character. So let's see. Conrad Hauser. I also want to make you an infantry. No, wait, no. I want to make you an assault or an infantry. I'll make you an infantry also. That's the one thing I don't like about this mod, is that like the second I pick something, it's going to automatically change the color to fit the quote-unquote standard color of that that class. It works in some cases, not all of them. And I can't remember what the hell he was set at. I'm gonna go with you. I should probably just check before I click the button. Alright, and then Robert Ross. Armorton 6. I'm gonna make you actually a scout. Hooray! There we go. Now, what? I'll talk about that in just a second. So, Scout's been locked in. That means no matter what I pick down here, he becomes a scout. And he'll get his scout abilities. If I had clicked sniper here, all of these would be completely different. These would be all sniper abilities. So, first things first. Tac vest versus tac armor. If you can see slightly, tac vest has gives 1 less HP, but gives a bonus to movement. Tac armor gives 1 extra HP, but actually gives a movement penalty. So this is what I was talking about when I said it significantly expands what they have access to in terms of weapons. So you've got a battle rifle, an SMG, a marksman rifle, an assault rifle, and an assault carbine, and the shotgun. So the main difference is the SMG itself has significantly less damage. As you can see, 2 to 4 versus 3 to 5. But it gives a massive bonus of +3 to the movement, which means I could move way more. This is really good for your support classes, like your engineer or your medic. The battle rifle here looks really cool, but if you notice, it gives a penalty to mobility. It gives a little bit more damage, but here's the big problem. It actually has way worse accuracy. It's absolutely terrible for accuracy. When it hits great. The marksman rifle here is kind of a midpoint between the... oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Between the sniper rifle and the battle rifle here. It's really good for scouts and snipers, which Ranger Ross here is in fact a scout. And if you can see here, anybody with squad sight can target enemies and can fire from up to 5 tiles away. Ranger Ross does not have squad sight, but marksman rifle, it's going to be really good for him later on. I'm not going to give it to him now. Also, if you can see, severe aim penalty when used at short range. The assault rifle is your standard assault rifle. The assault carbine is slightly worse than the assault rifle, but much better than the SMG. You get extra accuracy, you get extra mobility, but you do 2 to 4 damage. It's not super great. I'm really trying to think of like the one instance where I would ever use it. If you're ever going to use it, you would be using the SMG. Like there's no need to ever do it. And then the shotgun is of course the shotgun. I'm gonna go to, and let's also go over just real quick some of the extra things. So by default, you have the flashbang and the high explosive grenade. And the med kit. That's by default. Oh, and alien trophies also. Long War adds drum mags, which give you a little bit extra ammo, but gives you a penalty to aim. A battle scanner, which goes from a perk ability to just an ability. I believe you can only be used by, yeah, scouts and engineers. I prefer using these on engineers if I even use them at all. We'll talk about why you're not that good anymore. AP grenade. The anti-personnel grenade is a new variant of the high explosive grenade. So when you saw me throwing those grenades and I'm like, oh no, I need to hit like these two characters. What this is AP grenade does a little bit more damage. Comes at a cost in that one, as it says here, units in cover to relative center of the blast radius will not take damage. So with a normal grenade, I can just chuck it, and if it explodes their cover. That's it. Anti-personnel grenades do not destroy cover, which means you have to aim it really well. Also, all grenades in Long War do a little bit less damage the more far out from the center that they are. So if you want to absolutely guarantee a kill, you try to throw it directly on the alien. Flashbang grenade, disorients. It also will cause anybody who's suppressing to stop. Just immediately stop. Significant aim and movement penalties. Robot and advanced psionics are immune. This grenade kind of falls off later on. Kind of. When you start fighting the mutons, it does come back. Smoke grenade also goes from a perk ability to a normal grenade that you can just throw. This gets really useful, especially on UFOs. Oh my god. If you just like set up a nice little trench and then you throw one of these down, the aliens almost can't hit you. High capacity mags, it's like the drum mags but without the aiming penalty. Laser sight. If you recall, I mentioned something about a scope. In the base game, there's an ability, there's a item that you can equip called the scope, which gives, I believe, +6 or +10 aim. This is a free version of that. You have unlimited ones of these, you get +4 aim. It's really good. And then the med kit is the med kit. Everybody can get one and equip. Really nice. Oh, and ceramic plating here. I believe this is also brand new to the Long War mod. What it does is, yeah, it just gives you an extra hit point, but it doesn't say this. It does reduce your mobility by 1. So, you take what you can get. 6 hit points, but only 14 movement. Honestly, that's pretty good. So, what we'll be doing... Oh, I should also go over this. So, also new to the Long War is a new system called fatigue. Normally in XCOM, when a soldier takes damage, they're out. They are, as it says here, wounded. The more damage they take, the more wounded they are, the more days they're out. However, if they take 0 damage at all, they become fatigued. What fatigue means is that they're perfectly fine to take on another mission. But if they don't rest, if that fatigued status doesn't go away before you send them out on another mission, they become wounded. And so they're out for like a significant number of days. I think it's like at minimum 10. So you can have your soldiers go on 2 back-to-back missions, but you just got to deal with the consequence of they're not going to be back, like for a good bit. And also, let me just grab Specialist Zach here. Real quick, health, mobility, will, damage resistance, defense, aim. How much damage you can take, how much you can move per turn. Will determines what your chance of panicking is whenever anything happens, or whenever there's a mental attack that happens towards you. That's its chance to succeed, or that's your chance to succeed defending against it. Aim is aim. It's your baseline chance to shoot with no modifiers at all, be it from damage, be it from getting red fogged, or be it from maybe you're getting suppressed, or you're flanking the enemy, how close you are to them, fun things like that. That's your base defense. So whenever you saw me get up against the cover that was either half cover or full cover, the defense provided by those let's try that again. The defense provided by that cover is added to this, so it's not significantly a difference, but it is a difference that's noticeable. Damage resistance is flat out, here's how much damage you just don't take. As you can see, it is a integer and decimal value. I believe for the most part, it'll be like, there's never like 0.5, it'll be like 1, 1.5, 2. You never, if you get any damage resistance, it's never less than 1. The formula for it, I can't remember how exactly it works, but I know that like 1 damage resist is already really, really good. It might be, I don't want to guess on that. I'll look it up later. So, let's see. Was there anything else I needed to do? I've got my motion tracker building. I've got my sawed-offs building. I've got my satellite building. Got my satellite uplink building. And we don't have anything extra to do. Okay. I guess that means we are ready. Quick, let me just save. Go to the geoscape. And start scanning for activity. So, let me just talk about that real quick. As you can see, a bunch of things just suddenly happened. Events only happen. Time over here only goes as long as you are scanning for activity or while you are on the way to or back from a mission. This is the basis of a really cheesy thing, which if you've ever watched Beagle Rush's Long War videos, you will know exactly what kind of cheese I'm talking about. And see, there we go. That's finished. Oh, okay. New request from the United Kingdom. I'm going to bet you're asking for a satellite. Yep. So, again, new to Long War. As you can see, I get 2 engineers if I complete this request. I've got 31 days. I have, let's see real quick. I have a satellite uplink and a satellite getting ready. That will finish before that request is over. So, if nobody else sends me a request like I need satellites, that will at least happen and I can get a satellite over the UK, which is really nice. I wish that it paused the game whenever a new request from the council happened. Sadly, it does not. Let's see, keep scanning, keep scanning, keep scanning. New request from Argentina. Same thing. If you get a request from a council member that's in the same continent as your starting base, that's really good. So for me, if I get a request from Canada that's like, hey, we would really like to be, we would like you to send us a satellite, I get a bonus on top of the fact that I get full satellite coverage over the United States. That's really good. I want that to happen.
Contact detected.
Ooh, here we go, baby. Okay. So, I could ignore it if I want to. Scramble interceptors, which is what I'm actually going to do.
Contact detected.
So. Wow, usually I get an abduction mission before this happens. Okay. So as you can see, we've got I can swap through here with all the, oh yeah, no, you're not gonna win. I can swap through here, and as you can see, damage per second 129, aim 35%, aggro 42. I'll talk about aggro in a bit, but basically what that is if I do this, that's how likely they are to be shot at. So I want to pick you. Yeah. And then auto, I want you to start far. So what that is goes based entirely off of whatever my setup for the what's the word? The tactic. So like if since balance is set to not start far off, automatically starts far, like it doesn't start far off. Or I could click once and it'll start close. Click it again, it'll start far. Go back to how it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna do far. Then I'm gonna also have Nemo attack it. So now it looks like we've got a pretty good chance to win. When this is red, that means that you don't have a good chance to win. Right now I can only launch 2 fighters. We'll also set you... Yeah, we'll just also go exactly how you're supposed to be. As you can notice, because you have Stingray missiles and you have Avalanche missiles, there's actually a discrepancy in how much damage they're going to do. So, So you're going to do 149, you're going to do 149, you're going to do 129 because Stingray versus Avalanche. So let's launch our fighters. And please enjoy this lovely choice of music. So, once again, pretty much what I said. Dogfight, fighters will adjust their starting distance. The tactic or direct order makes the fighter move to the back. The fighter will not auto-approach UFO on its own. Short-range weapons will auto-approach UFO unless it's in defense tactic. Ships being at a close distance are top priority attack targets for the UFO. So what you would kind of want to do is have like one that's in defensive be closer to the UFO, one that's in aggro be further away. As it says, ships at a long distance can't fire the short range weapons, so like unless I get close up I can't be firing the Vulcan. When changing distance during the move, ship can't fire. And then I have to move mouse or use up and down control, select on the ship, click on the ship to toggle its distance, click abort or hit space or enter to tell that ship to get the hell out of it. Easy.
Nearing strike range.
Come on.
Approaching target now.
Come on. Hit it. Oh my god. Hit it, you fools. Come on. Yeah, come on! Come on, I just need one direct hit. I just need one hit. Boom, bitch! Oh, yeah. Dude, you have no idea how many, like, test runs I've done of this game where they just do not hit it at all in that first, like, against those first couple of UFOs. After each combat, and we barely made it. Oh my god. Let's gain some experience. Whoever shoots down the actual whoever shoots down the actual UFO gets way more experience. Oh, so Maverick did it. Way to go, Maverick. Oh no, Nemo did it. Way to go, Nemo. Yeah, we did it! Woohoo!
We have a confirmed kill on Bogey 001. I repeat, the UFO is down. How copy, over?
Solid copy, Voodoo 37. Nice work. Central out. All right, people. Retask recon satellite.
Why is it Voodoo
Get me a
37?
visual on that crash site.
She's coming into range now, sir.
On screen. Magnify.
Still in one piece.
Still in one piece. Commander.
Oh no. That means it's going to take more than 10,000 episodes to finish. Okay, so as you can see, since it was in Canada, I was able to immediately intercept it. If I was in Russia, again, it would take forever to intercept. It could also fly around and literally just yoink the second I get to it. If I hadn't have shot it down, I would then send a second squad of planes to go kill it. But we did. We don't need to. Okay, it's the swamp. This is also due to a mod here. So whenever a mission is starting, it will tell me immediately what the map is, and I can kind of infer from a general idea of how the mission should be set up for. Let's go up here. So now we get to get our dudes ready, and this is the most fun part, at least in terms of like prep. I am actually going to real quick save. And I will be right back as I get ready to prep for this. And that will be it for today. So have fun. I'm going to come back next time.